Hey guys, so the last time I left off, the content I shared was about my burnout that I have been experiencing, like lack of motivation, questioning myself, why am I working so hard? Why am I still doing this? Sometimes I feel like I'm not seeing the results that I am looking for. But I created a two-part series, a two-part video here for you guys, like literally taking you through my day and how I kind of worked through my burnout. For the first part, actually, what you're going to see is more my morning routine, my workouts, and what I eat. And then the second part is me actually just spending a lot more time with my son. He's taught me so much about life when it comes to just, living in the moment, not taking things so seriously, because I can be a very funny person. But sometimes in business, I tend to actually put that on the back burner. But you guys are now going to be able to see a whole different side of Finda, which is me really showing you what a bold, brave, and empowered life actually looks like. So check it out. It is 6:30 a.m. I'm usually up around 5:30 in the morning. It depends exactly what time I go to bed. I try to be in bed by no later than 11:30. Last night I went to bed pretty late, so I gave myself like that hour buffer to make sure that I get plenty of rest. The morning routine that you're going to see is something that I've been practicing for about 4 years now that really helps me to just kind of focus. This time around, I'm just going to be more intentional about it. I felt like I kind of lost the purpose why I was doing it. I just kind of became more of a routine, more of a robotic routine. But I've noticed that it's really been helping me out when it comes to really being focused and getting my head out of a fog. I have a tendency to overthink or worry about things that happened the night prior or a few weeks ago or something that's going to happen a month from now or what the next year is going to look like. So around this time while I'm brushing my teeth, I tend to really focus on things that I'm grateful for and the fact that I woke up and I'm in great health and my family's still sleeping. My family and I are under one roof. So those are the things that I really try to focus on while I am getting ready for the day. So after I brush my teeth, of course, wash my face, I head to the kitchen and I will get a glass of water, a cold glass of water. I started doing that also about, I would say maybe 3 years ago. The reason why I do the glass of water, when we are resting, when we're sleeping, our brain tends to dehydrate. I believe what I've learned, our brain dehydrates and also our body's in fast mode, we're dehydrated. So the first thing I do before even eating anything else at all, I make sure that I hydrate myself with a glass of cold water. Most of the time I'll do two. One first thing in the morning, and then the other one I'll do right before I work out or right after my morning prayer. And sometimes I'll actually even do like turmeric with warm water and lemon. And that's something that I would do. I would say I do that like 4 times a week, sometimes 5 times a week. And the lemon juice is really to actually just kind of help with inflammation and, vitamin C. And the turmeric is something I started adding on there due to the pandemic to actually just kind of help boost my immune system. I usually find a quiet place. Sometimes my family's still asleep while I'm doing this, and other times my son will wake up. But I'll try to find a quiet place where I can write my gratitude list. My gratitude list usually consists of anywhere between 5 to 10 things that I'm grateful for. And it could be that I'm grateful that I woke up and I'm blessed to see another day, or that I have a strong, healthy body and mind that's serving me, or the food we get to eat today, or just anything that I have 24 hours electricity. My gratitude list can consist of anything. And that's the same thing if anyone wants to try it. And the thing about being grateful, it's so amazing. The more you write down things that you're grateful for, the more things that you actually literally will find in your life that are just so amazing. And after my gratitude list, I will set an alarm for about 15 to 20 minutes. And the alarm usually, sometimes I would pray, or I can't say I meditate because I tried meditating. It doesn't really work for me. So I would usually just set my alarm for around that time frame. And around that time, there's a question I always ask myself. I will ask, how can I bring value to my customers today? Or I'll just try to see whatever's popping in my mind, whatever it is that my intuition's telling me, or I'm getting from, my higher being, or whatever God's telling me at that moment. I'll write that down too as well. I get a lot of creative ideas around this time every day when I just am very in tune in listening to what my intuition is speaking to me. Of course, in the beginning, I would get a lot more overthinking that will pop up. Just random things like, oh, do I have this for breakfast today? Or did I pick this up for my son? A lot of other random things will pop up, but then you will learn to tell the difference between what your head is telling you and what your intuition is telling you. It's a different, stronger feeling when it's something that's actually really helping you to be more creative. So that's what this time has really helped me to tap more into my intuition. And just kind of getting rid of all the noise. Oh, and make sure that you always have something to write with while you're at this space, because all the great ideas that are popping in your mind, you want to be able to write them right away. Because the one thing that I have noticed, when I don't have something to write with, if I have a great idea that came to mind, I can easily forget them. So I've heard a quote once, when you think it, ink it. So I literally would sometimes just speak into my phone of the ideas that popped in my mind, or I'll just try to take notes so I can visit them later. Okay, so after my gratitude list and also having the 15 to 20 minutes time and just really tapping into my thought process, it's time for me to work out. This happened to be actually my leg day. I tend to divide my workouts between body parts, something that I'm used to doing for years now when I really was into fitness competitions. So my leg days are usually more of a very high intensity workout. That I can easily do at home. As you can see, I have those, they're much more older. They're the Bowflex weight system that I have that I love. They're easy to store and just pull them out whenever I want to and just kind of get into my workout.
I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my best, even though I'm so stressed out. Everything just feels like a test that I fail, so depressed when I can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Kill lies, I'll do what I want. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did I know it hurts, but something deep inside won't let me.
I haven't been to a gym in years. I love the convenience of working out via YouTube. There's so many different personal trainers. I feel like I can pick a different personal trainer every day. Caroline's channel is absolutely amazing. She trains just how I'm used to, picking a body part every day that she wants to focus on. And this happens to be one of my longer workouts. It's about a 45-minute workout. I usually do anywhere between 25 minutes to an hour, but leg day I'd really try to kind of hit it pretty hard. Oh, and one very important thing that I have noticed during working out for me, I get a lot of creative ideas while my body is moving and my mind is just so focused on the workout itself, but a lot of creative ideas really come to me during this time.
Can't seem to get out. But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Kill lies, I'll do what I want. I'm inspired by thirst, I'm inspired by worth. I desire your worst, so you can just hide while I work. I ain't tired, you first. I'll write a second, third verse about the lies you go disperse. You never did I know it hurts, but something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Kill lies, I'll do what I want. I don't really know what comes next. I'm just doing my
After a workout is when I actually make time for breakfast. So I'm gonna just share with you guys exactly what I eat. I eat this almost every day, but yeah, I'm gonna share with you guys exactly what it is that I eat for breakfast. I've been eating healthy. I would say since I was a teenager. Luckily, I've been eating like this when I was competing in my 20s, in the early 2000s, when I was competing in my 20s. But I've now as a mom and just as a mother, and I just noticed that it actually gives me a lot more energy to really eat like this. And also having a child, 45 now. So eating the way that I eat and actually working out 6 days a week, it really, really, really helps me to actually help me with a clear focus and also to just kind of power through my day when it really comes to working and building my brand. So I'm actually making a spinach omelet. As I said, breakfast is actually one of my favorite meals, so I can literally eat this every day. It's going to be a spinach omelet. I do a half avocado with it. And this, let me show you guys this. I made this earlier. Hold on, I gotta turn the camera around to show you. I made these a bit earlier today. These are actually oat muffins. They're made with oat flour. Because I eat a lot of oatmeal, because it actually is much more better in your for your bloodstream and everything else when it comes to easily digestible, and also it stays with me for a good 4 hours before I'm hungry again. I love it. I love eggs. I love avocado. I love oatmeal, my oat muffin. As I said, if I could eat this every day, I'm probably gonna most likely have 2 of these. But it kind of gets me going. It gives me so much energy for me to just kind of charge through my work, and also to see exactly how the month is looking also, because I'm closer to the week coming to an end. It just gives me so much energy, so much boost, and that's my morning. Hey guys, so that was part 1 of how I was able to recover from my burnout, just taking time out and really focusing on my morning routine. Let me know, do you guys have a morning routine? Exactly how do you give yourself a mental check or a mental break when you need one? So next week I'll have the second part, hanging out with my little guy. Thank you guys so much for tuning in.